yo, foreigner, you crazy for this one.
Yeah, they think I'm jab riding when I'm left hooking. Fiends say they love me cause they know I keep that sack moving. Sad to say, but this the life that I have grew in. I had to hustle, skipping class, man, I was true in. I can flip some packs and teach you how to do it. This the real deal. Better watch your back cause people will kill. Kill Bill, kill switch on the Glock. Yeah, this the real. And people spin around them blocks just like a Ferris wheel. But that's enough of that. Let me tell you about my life and where I grew up at. I grew up in the south of Topeka. Then I moved to the east in the streets and I ain't fucking with neither. I ain't the type to go.
Welcome Discussions family. I'm back at you guys with another reaction video. Today we got What It Takes to Feed the Colorado Buffaloes, man, by AthlEATS. Go Buffs. Let's check it out right now.
Like, how did you balance great nutrition for your body?
It wasn't like that when I played. We didn't give a damn. We was bad shoot. We was eating oxtails and going out to the practice.
I don't believe that.
I'm George Kill, and welcome to a brand new episode of AthlEATS.
Oh. So I think it's a different channel now. I think that the name's different, but I used to watch them do George Kill. The name's familiar, the voice is familiar. I used to watch him do, it's like sneaker. It was like for college basketball teams, but he'd go through like the sneaker, what am I trying to think of? Whoever the person that runs like all the uniforms and I can't think of I can't think of the name, but he used to go through and look at like schools like UNC, Duke, Miami, stuff like that, and just look at like all the shoes and how all that stuff, the gear people, how they do all that stuff, bro. All that shit was so dope. But it's good to see bro again though, man. It's great to see him, man. Shout out George Kill, the third.
Fueling themselves across the country through nutrition. Next up, Go Buffs.
Let's go Buffs.
All right, Coach Prime, you always say, if you look good, you play good.
Well, you feel good. You gotta feel good. You gotta feel good first.
Now, if you eat good,
you live good.
I really do truly believe into like, and I'm not great at by any means with just like, you know, staying strict and consistent on my diet. Something I'm really working on. As you guys can see in like the vlogs that we do in the gym, me and my brother, and whenever I'm in there by myself or friends or whatever, we go hard in the gym, but we don't necessarily eat the best when it comes to like nutrition, fueling yourself. Like I have information, I have knowledge, I have great people I can tap in with, but when it comes to fueling yourself, that's something that's hella important because for me, growing up, I had a terrible diet. I used to eat bullshit. I used to eat terrible, no type of portion sizing, nothing like that. But when I eat crappy, I can feel the difference between when I eat healthy. You feel me? It's like your body is like, it just runs different. You feel me? When you're drinking water and doing what you're supposed to do. So in college, I feel like it might be a lot easier to eat healthy when you're an athlete and you have all this access to this different stuff. But also it might just be, I feel like it's definitely laziness when it comes to like regular people or people that are not athletes and have access to this stuff, just because it's like, all right, cool. I got to make sure I'm in the kitchen cooking this, prepping, meal prepping, whatever the case may be. For me, I can say it's laziness. I can't speak for everybody else, but let's see what these guys like routine looks like. And the food look good as hell. I ain't gonna lie. Like they got chefs getting right. I know Coach Prime's not going cheap. I know he making sure everything is everything, man, and they getting taken care of. So let's peep.
Right. That was one of the first things that we attacked when we came.
I know
Two major things, components that would make a mother or a father or a parent, a guardian feel comfortable. What is my baby gonna eat? Where's my baby gonna sleep?
You know, growing up, I didn't realize how important nutrition was until I started getting older. It demanded a lot of us as an athlete, and I think having the right nutrition can help you, perform at the highest level you need to.
Honestly, in high school, I would not eat well at all. It was fast food after practice, and if I had to rush out the door for school, I wouldn't eat breakfast.
That's honestly a lot of athletes, though, especially in high school, when like you just talented, you young, you just kind of take it for granted. Like, oh yeah, I have all this energy, and I just, you know, I never get injured, stuff like that. But once you start to get older and your body starts to like actually need you to put in work to take care of it, bro, like I see a lot of people that, shit, even me, like I feel like in high school I wasn't in great shape. I wasn't fat by any means, but I was not in great shape. I didn't eat healthy. I really started working out for real in high school. Before that, I was just kind of like how she said, I'm just hooping. I used to be a hooper. I'll just hoop. I eat bullshit. I'm eating McDonald's. I'm eating snacking, Pop-Tarts, all that different shit. But like once I got to high school, that's when I kind of started to realize like, no, you got to take care of yourself. I started to learn how to lift weights for real and just different stuff like that, man. But as you get older, if you look at a lot of people that you went to high school with, you'll see like a lot of people be in their best shape and their prime and all that physically, and then they get older and they just start to just let themselves go. And that's one of the reasons why I love working out so much, because I don't ever want to look up and be that person. Like that's one of my worst fears.
That. And so now being a student athlete and having more loads every day,
eating good though.
It's really important to fuel your body correctly. We do nutrition sessions like every other week. We're super educated on our nutrition, so I think that's something that's really played a big part in like my transition from high school to college athletics, and just like the resources that we have available here.
Nutrition has been such a big part of my career at CU, especially as a large endurance athlete. I'm abnormal for an endurance athlete, being 6'5", 180 pounds. It's big, and so I have to consume so many calories, not just to run, but to maintain. And then also to grow as an athlete, to get stronger, to get faster. The thing that I've learned the most at CU to do really well is run a lot, but eat a lot. And actually treat eating just as important as I have to treat running.
We have tremendous support staff. And
that's one thing I'm still trying to train myself to do. Me and my brother be having these conversations all the time. Like, it's easy just to be like, oh yeah, cool. Like, I feel like exercising is the fun part, bro. Like, I'm sure for people who play sports, playing your sport is the fun, easy part. But like when you really gotta lock it in the kitchen, take care of your nutrition, and I feel like sleeping is also like an easy but hard part too, because that's something that you gotta actually commit to doing. And because it's easy to get distracted and be like, oh, I want to do this over here, I want to do that over there. But it's like, nah, bro, get in. You gotta lay down, bro, get in bed and get your motherfucking hours of sleep in. Like that shit's easy, but it's hard. You feel me? It's simple, but it's tough. Damn, 6'5" though is crazy, man.
All he needed was opportunity. The lines are packed, but it's unbelievable because he's a chef at heart, but he understands the appeal and the attractability for all ethnicities. Because now we got to do a little season with this. We got to do a little this with that.
The international cuisine here is different. We've done highlights on nutrition programs across the country, but this is the only one that has nutrition internationally. How impactful is that for your program and just...
We got students from everywhere, man. And it's like a big happy family because
that's dope.
The football team is eating as well as the coaches. They got a soccer team right there.
No, I like that too. Yeah, it's not that separation because I know at some of the colleges I've been at, it was kind of like a separation between different sports programs, and like certain programs will get treated better than the others. I like when it's more of a, because that's just the type of person I am. That's like the family I came from. Like we are inclusive, not exclusive, inclusive. And we always want everybody to be taken care of, everybody to feel welcome, man. So I think that's pretty dope, especially with Coach Prime having as much power as he has. He can easily just be, oh yeah, I'm focused on my guys. But to spread the love to everybody, I think it's pretty dope.
That's what that goes the ski team.
Because everybody at the end of the day trying to get their shit accomplished and get their work in, you feel me? So
we all gather in one place, and it's a wonderful atmosphere. But we've created a tremendous atmosphere that could not be established if the necessity of the food was good.
Hey there. This is a very cool.
That's another thing too. I need to find out a way to like implement like different ideas onto this channel about health and eating healthy and taking care of yourself and stuff like that, because I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't have access to. And with me even having a platform, it's not like a huge platform or nothing like that, but just having an ability to get information out there, I feel like everybody should have access to this, just because I feel like a lot of people have the idea that eating healthy is too tough, it's impossible, it's expensive, but it's like, but that's not it at all. I used to be that same person too, like growing up, and I'm not even like the most knowledgeable person on this stuff, but I just got information, talked to different people, tapped in with trainers, got meal plans just to understand. Even shit, I got family members that are giving me different information, so just understanding that it's not as hard as you think it is. It's definitely doable. You just have to put the work in, you feel me? Like, spending money on fast food, the energy you put into other stuff, you could easily put that into investing in yourself, your health, your diet, your sleep, all that different stuff. So I'm gonna try to start something. I don't know what I want to do. We already got the gym balls and stuff like that, but we'll figure it out though.
I've noticed you
Might start some cooking shit, maybe.
I see the international, but I know where you're from. We're from the same area, so I see sweet tea, I see cornbread, I see.
When they did the sweet tea, it's over. Chef has been excellent, even opening his heart and his soul, because he's a chef. You know, some chefs are egotistical. He's willing to listen and learn, even at his age and stage of his excellence.
Honestly, since Coach Prime has got here, you have seen a big shift in culture. I think there's a lot more diversity within the school now, and so you see that with a lot more southern type of foods, which is nice. Yesterday we had chicken katsu and Asian cuisine, and that's like my favorite thing that they serve here for sure. They added like things like a salad bar, a burger bar, and a pasta bar, along with the smoothie bar, so it's really easy to find something.
Prime came in, suddenly we got dinner every night, which we didn't have previously to Prime. Suddenly I can get done with practice, and then instead of having to go home and get ready and cook to be done in time to do homework and go to bed, I can maybe spend an extra 45 minutes doing rehab in the training room, or spending a little extra time in the cold tub.
Some days they have steak days, lobster days. It's balanced though. It's not just straight meat. You know, there's vegetables. You know, the nutritionists here, they harp on having a balanced diet.
Today I had salmon, and it
Peggy,
was
Miss Peggy.
absolutely delicious. And I tell you this, little story. I've never been very fond of Brussels sprouts. I always say I like every vegetable except Brussels sprouts. But I had them here last week, and I liked them. What he does with Brussels sprouts is out of this world. They were really good.
Being a big guy, it's great to be big and strong, and I think now it's more key to fuel my body with the right things to stay big and strong.
Working with the nutritionists to say, hey, I think by your blood panel, you know, your vitamin D is a little low. And so here's some foods and some supplement vitamin D that we can take that would help that. And then, it looks like, you know, you're an endurance athlete, so you need 70% of your diet has to be carbohydrate. So here's some good, healthy carbohydrates.
We had a hydration session, like a pre-fueling information session, and we learn a lot in them. And then we also have check-ins throughout the semester with our nutritionists. Through all the sports here, I think it's just really important to see how we're creating pro players here, and that's the goal. And that doesn't just start with practicing off the field and weightlifting, that also comes with nutrition.
Nutrition is almost like an offense and a defense in the special teams. If nutrition is not on point, you can forget it. Because not everyone comes in packaged and ready to go. Some guys need to gain, some guys need to lose, some guys need to lean out. And you know, Chef can't just give you the plate. He gotta do all his stuff and you know, his presentation is everything to him, man. He does the doggone thing, and then let me tell you something.
You're right.
He's worth every dime.
Hey, I definitely was just trying to get a thumbnail, but don't worry about that.
As our staff is a difference maker to this university, he's a difference maker to this university. He's a true.
Everybody plays a part.
For a hot career, nothing can touch welding. It's an adrenaline-pumping, spark-making, flame.
See what's on the menu.
For dinner service right now, kind of doing that classic Americana steakhouse type menu. So we brought in some whole chickens. We cut those into 8 pieces and we put a dry rub marinade on them. We're also doing ribeye steaks tonight. We fabricate those in-house. We bring in whole ribeyes, lip on, and we clean those guys up, and we cut some really thick steaks and grill those as well. Then we got crab cakes, probably my signature dish, something I really love cooking, and that surf and turf feel. We're going to do some maple butter cornbread that we make from scratch. I see Chef Anthony, he has an incredible cornbread recipe, it'll blow your mind. We're doing a lobster mac today. Took some claw meat and some tail meat from some lobsters, and we made a white cheese sauce, also known as a mornay. And we're going to top that with some toasted breadcrumbs. We got baked potatoes. Got to have steak and potatoes, all the toppings with bacon bits, green onion, sour cream, and cheese. Then we're doing a broccolini tonight, a grilled broccolini, and then a Caesar salad. Probably the guy's favorite thing to eat as far as veggies go is Caesar salad. So we're looking to get some good veggies in them. Caesar salad's the way to go. And then up front, we have kind of a little self-serve island. We mix that up. So tonight we're going to do grilled cheese sandwiches. We get some really nice local sourdough. We do provolone, yellow American, and yellow cheddar. And then you got to pair grilled cheese with some nice tomato soup.
Okay, Chef Carl, nutrition. What does that mean to you when you think of that word and how you use it and implement it here?
It means the fuel. for these guys and girls to train and compete at a really high level. You know, they're not like your average person, you know, working out, hitting the gym. They're at a D1 Power 5 school, really high demand on them physically, and we know that if you're not fueling your body properly, that, you know, you have less of a chance of performing at a high level.
What is your approach for your student athletes and wanting them to have?
Real quick, that's just a great way. Like, and mentally, I keep trying to shift my mind every day to be like, all right, cool. This is fuel. Obviously, you want the food to taste good. You want to enjoy it. You don't just want it to feel like, oh, I have to eat this. But, like, thinking about it as fuel, thinking about it as, like, gas for your car. You're not going to put in shitty fuel into your car. Like, think about your body that way. I always try to keep that in mind when I'm eating, when I'm grocery shopping and all that different stuff, so.
Expansive diet and being able to try new things.
Education is huge, right? As somebody that's been cooking for a while and loves, you know, all kinds of food and, you know, global cuisine, I think it's important that I do a little part in that to educate and, you know, show these guys something different and something new.
Colorado Boulder, there's a lot of different people that come here. Very reflective of your staff. Your staff is from a lot of different countries.
Our team has increased in size significantly from when I started here. Just to name a few, I have several colleagues from Tibet and Nepal and China and India, all over the United States. I'm from Texas originally. One of my sous chefs is from Florida. My friend of the house manager, she's from North Carolina. Our student workers, like you said, a lot of international students. So we have some from Spain, Venezuela, India, China. So they're all over the place. If my guy from Spain can give me a little insight on how to make that best paella, how they do it back home or how his mom did it, you know, I love hearing about that. So it's really cool to glean some knowledge and experience from these guys.
Another thing I noticed is the atmosphere. Food is going to bring any atmosphere to a higher level. You guys had a DJ in there, all of these different various bars. The camaraderie is just amazing in the nutrition area.
I'm getting a little spotlight here. Thank you for that. But there's a whole team of people in there that are making this happen. You know, I'm not doing this by myself. And it's in the kitchen, that's in admin, HR, and all across, you know, athletic department. Everybody's playing a huge role. I kind of came up in that classic kitchen upbringing and had some crazy chefs that, you know, are always screaming and throwing plates and just verbally abusive, and it's hard to work in that environment. So I just always told myself, you know, when I get to be in that place, you know, when I'm the leader of the kitchen, that's not going to be how I do it. You earn that respect. We have a really hard job down there, so, you know, if I'm not earning their respect and putting my work in too, like, they're not going to put up with the demands of the job. So I think that's super important to get the job done and to put out the best food that we can.
Dope. You can tell that he's real, like, he seemed like he hella humble, very soft-spoken. And I feel like that's a great way to lead. You don't necessarily just want to be that. I mean, sometimes you do need to, like, be a little bit more firm to get, you know, what you need to get across. But, like, you don't got to be on that yelling, throwing plates and shit like that. Like, that shit's not necessary, you feel me? But shout out to these guys, though, man. Shout out to the team over there at Colorado. Shout out to Sports Dissected. Shout out to George Kill. Listen to reaction, like, share, and subscribe, and I'm going to catch you guys later.
Go like I'm Conan, kind of with both hands. Switch the flow like it was broken. I'm on the road, man. Making plays just like DeRozan. I shoot my shot, and that shit wetter than the ocean. I brag a lot, but with the wind and come the boast in. I made a lot from them apartments that I sold in. He didn't make it up to college, so them streets where he enrolled in. I know I'm a scholar from the moments that I was exposed in.